Hey y'all, it's Cousin Tim from Missouri. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to season up some baby back ribs. Going to put some rub on them, wrap them up, put them in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow we're going to get it out and we're going to get them things smoked up and we're going to eat them for dinner. So stick around and we'll get these things going. Okay, so what we got right here is a couple of racks of baby back ribs. Um, they're about the same weight, same size. This one's got a little bit of fat on it. Probably going to trim some of it off. Don't want too much fat on here, but you don't want to get it all off of there because, you know, what they say, fat is flavor. And it'll also help keep this particular rack a little moister while it's going through this smoke that we're going to do tomorrow. So we'll trim a little bit of this fat off of here, but not all of it. As for this other one here, it's been trimmed up pretty good. There's not a whole lot on it that looks like it would need to come off of it, but I'm gonna get some of this fat off of here. Pull that over there. Okay, and then the age-old debate is peel the membrane off or not to peel the membrane off. Done it both ways, works out great either way. Today it's going to be a not pull off day, so what we're going to do is score the back of these so we can get some smoke into the back of this and also some of the rub we're going to put on it. We'll be able to get inside there. Because what I'm thinking about doing is smoking these flat down on the grate. Put this side down, back side down, and this membrane is going to help keep that meat a little bit protected from the heat that'll be coming up, and it will also keep it from getting overdone. So we're just going to leave that membrane on there this go around. So all right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to put a little of this W sauce on here. Wet these down a little bit, give this rub a little something to stick to. Also marinate these overnight in this. This is Fireshire W sauce. A little spicy. Be good on these ribs. All right. Rub this down. Nice and saucy. Smells good. Roll them over there. A little of this on the top side. All right, there you go. Don't need a whole lot, just a little bit to get it moist. Gonna build some flavor on there. And also give this rub a little something to hang on to. With it setting overnight too, the salt in this is going to pull all this into the meat. With it setting overnight, all this flavor is going to go down inside that meat and make it really nice and tender too whenever we get that smoke going. So be back in just a second. All right, let's season this up. Tonight, all we're going to put on here some of this Meat Church Gospel. It's a good basic barbecue rub. Lots of peppery tasting. Got garlic, salt, little hint of sugar, but not too much. But it's a good barbecue rub to put on anything that you're going to get in smoke for a long period of time, which probably smoke these ribs for probably 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours, depending on how things are going. It's pretty hot here in Missouri right now, so it may keep the temp up a bit, and they might cook a little faster for us, but we'll see how it goes. And tomorrow too, after we let these set overnight, wrapped with this on there, we'll probably go in and put another batch of probably some coarse salt and really coarse cracked black pepper. Really like pepper on these pork ribs, are really good. So let's see. All right, I think that'll work there. Got some plastic wrap pulled down here. Hate this stuff. Never tears the way you want it to. So we're going to put this on this rack of ribs here. Flip that over. I'll take this over here. Throw it on there. God, I hate this stuff. All right. Let's get going. All right. There we go. All right, then what I'm going to do with that is I'll wrap it in foil, get it real tight, then we'll put it in the fridge, let it sit overnight, and then we'll come back in the morning and we'll finish seasoning these things up and we'll get them out on the smoke and get them cooked. See you in the morning. All right, so these baby backs have been sitting overnight in the fridge with that W sauce Fireshire on it and that gospel seasoning. What we're going to do now is put some fresh cracked black pepper on there, some coarse pink Himalayan sea salt, and finish seasoning these up, and then we'll put them on the smoker. Man, that W sauce smells good. If you're not familiar with it, it is a small batch, handcrafted Worcestershire sauce that is above and beyond delicious. So if you ever want to look into it, just look up W sauce or the spicier version, the Fireshire. That's which I got on here because we like things a little spicy around here. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna peel this glove off, get some of this salt and pepper here. Normally I'll make this stuff up. It's a 2-to-1 ratio of salt to pepper. Really like that fresh cracked black pepper taste, especially when it comes to barbecue. It's, to me, it just screams barbecue. So anyway, we'll flip these over here. Hit this side. May not have enough. Should have done this side first, I guess. Anyway. All right, we'll just rub that all on there. All right. Got the smoker going over there at 225. Let me go do that, and I'll be right back with you. All right, don't know if you can tell or not, but I could not let that go. I had to get some more salt and pepper on top of this. That would just not have been right or do these ribs justice if it didn't have enough salt and pepper on it. So anyway, what we're going to do is, like I said earlier on, left that membrane on the back so that we could put this straight on the grate, bottom side down. That membrane is going to help protect that meat and help this to stay nice, moist, and tender while these ribs cook on here. 225, we'll probably let this roll for a couple of hours, maybe spritz it a couple of times. Then 2.5 hours into it, we may wrap it in some butcher paper, stick them back up in there, let them go for a total of 5 to 6 hours till we get them up to the temperature we want them to. But we'll be check back with you after a while and see what the next step is. Just a quick sidebar here. What we're going to do today too, while we got this going, is this is a smallish chub of bologna that I seasoned up last night, wrapped up. We're going to stick this in here and smoke it while we're doing these ribs. So we'll have some of that after a while too. So into the smoker it goes, again at 225. We'll just keep an eye on it and see how long it takes. It's kind of small and it's already pre-cooked, so all it really needs to do is just get some smoke on it and let it warm up. Be back after a while. All right, we're about 2.5 hours into this. We're going to take these baby backs off of the smoker here real quick. We're going to put them on this butcher paper here. And what we're going to do is put a little bit of butter on top of these. A few pieces of sliced butter. This is some homemade butter that my wife Jen has made, and she's been getting pretty good at that, so we're going to use her homemade butter. Maybe we'll make a video about that sometime. I'm going to put that in there. Look at the bark on this going. These ribs are starting to shrink back a little bit off the bone. These are going to be done in about 3 hours, so we're going to wrap these up, let that butter baste these ribs, and then here in a couple hours we're going to pull these off of here and everything and cut these up and have some dinner. We'll see you after a while. Let's not forget about this chub. A little bologna here. Stuff's looking pretty good. It's starting to cut through, got some nice color to it, starting to pull apart a little bit. We're probably going to let this go for another 30-45 minutes, and we'll pull this off of here, probably cube it up, put a little sauce on it, and maybe duplicate some burnt in kind of action with this, with this smoked bologna. We'll be back with this after a while too. All right, here's one of the racks of ribs. It's been on the smoker for about 5.5 hours. Let's unwrap this and let's see what it looks like. Tell you right now, it smells great. Pull this off of here. Yeah, you can tell how that bone's sticking out there and how that meat's pulled back down, that these are just about done. These are like bones, like a pop-up timer on a turkey. It tells you when these ribs are done. So there we go. We got that nice color on the outside, bark on it. These ribs look great. Let's just cut this right down the middle here and see what one of these look like here. Cut this middle one out. You got a smoke ring on there. These ribs are nice and tender. They'll pull right off the bone, but they're not so falling apart that they just melt in your mouth. You got a little bit of chew to these. That's what you're looking for. These ribs are perfectly done, and they will taste amazing, guaranteed. Oh yeah, there you go. Perfect. Smoked baby back ribs. Membrane on the outside. Can't even taste it. Rendered down perfect. Till next time, happy eating. Not forget about our chub. We did cube this up, put some sauce on there, put it back in the smoker, let it cook for a little bit longer. Turn these into some, let's call them bologna burnt ends. These things are going to be awesome. Look at that. Yep. Give that a try. You guys will like that, especially around football time. It's be great tailgating snacks. Talk to you later.